Okay, so we've seen all the easy stuff. I don't think we've seen everything. Mainly because we're still in the Stanley Parable 2. 8:33 p.m. Your favorite time of day? Or could you simply not resist in giving me the correct time again? After all, I know how much you enjoy setting the time correctly. Okay, now I'm curious, how accurate is 8:33 p.m. is? Let's use another slider to find out. How accurate is it? Pretty accurate. You know, can I just say, regardless of the accuracy of the clock, I'm having a great time adjusting these settings. I feel like I'm learning more about you and how you like things to be set. It's good to collect data. I wish we had more sliders, but we have to go through all the sliders I have. Perhaps I could invent some new sliders to gather new data on you. Shouldn't be too hard. Yeah, let me whip up a couple new ones. Should be ready by the next time you boot up the game. Okay, let's boot up the game. This is just a slider until the dog and the cat are friends. Friends or lovers? Friends, not lovers. Friends. Please adjust the slider until the number 5 becomes the number 9. 9? Wait, okay, no, the number 9. Okay, so it's not the word, it's the number. Number 9. Number 9. Okay. Please adjust the slider until you can't stop adjusting the slider. Please adjust the slider until you stop adjusting the slider. Which of the two make-up words below is the most appealing to you? Scrumptious, scrumptious, or acubonical, or scrumptush, acubonical. No. Please don't adjust the slider. Do you know what time it is right now? Yes. Is the time that it is right now the correct time? Yes. What is time anyways? Yes. Is there anything about yourself you haven't told me? Probably. Help. Will you come back to visit me? Yes. All right. Let's relaunch the game again. Let's relaunch the game again. I'm waiting for it to. There we go. What time is it? Doesn't anyone really truly know? Of course they don't. Nobody knows anything. You and I don't even know each other. We're like strangers. Sure, I've adjusted all the game settings to your exact specifications, but who hasn't? It's just what I do, like a day job. And now, the job is over. There's no more information for me to gather. I've collected all the data on you that I can. And I still don't really know you. And you don't know me. And neither of us know what time it is. I guess some settings are just unsettable. But if I'm being totally honest, the clock doesn't do anything in the game anyway. You won't have me here when the game starts next time, but that's okay. No, video games are meant to be played alone. No, you like being alone, don't you? That's maybe the only information I really learned about you. Well, it's time for me to leave. No! There's just one more setting that we need to adjust, but it may take a little time before I'm ready for that. It's not really in my job description, but that's okay. Perhaps you'll see me again, if you can find me. Talk soon. Epilogue! I knew it worked! I knew it wasn't everything in this game! I knew we haven't seen everything! What's the epilogue? Epilogue. Hell yeah. I'm so excited. Many, many years later. What? It's the same desert as before. What? No. What's going on? Oh. I somehow found wood and I was able to make a fire. And I found an office chair, which honestly, the fact that I labeled that last out of everything is kind of sad. Out of everything here, the office chair is the thing I probably wouldn't find first at all. Oh. The moon's getting way closer. The moon is way too big. Nope, never mind. Everything's totally okay. That moon was way too big though. Let's be real. The moon was way too big. What's this? What have we found here? Why, it's the memory zone. Is the narrator still even alive? Can the narrator even die? There's a generator here. The Stanley Parable 2. Memory of. Everything else has been, like, taken. I knew we haven't seen everything. I was just simply way too tired last night to continue. And my energy was gone, but it's back. Cookie9 blog. Like so many, I enjoyed my time with the original Stanley Parable, which underscores how truly disappointed I am with its sequel. Where the first game teamed with originality, the Stanley Parable 2 is dull, uninspiring, and often insulting to its fanbase. Rather than expand on what made the first game enjoyable, the sequel veers off into territory nobody cares about or asked for. An infinitely deep hole. Who cares? Where are the new endings? What about enjoyable bits from the Stanley Parable 1, like the adventure line? Instead, we get an uninspired side quest collecting figurines. Even the diversion feels incomplete. Collecting all the figurine gives you absolutely nothing. I must say it though, I found the bucket to be quite comforting. Welcome, Reprieve from Pet Pals Press. This cat-dog friendship will last forever. We got pretty close. When the Stanley Parable launched to massive success in 2013, its creators made plans to build the property into an entire franchise. But a disastrous critical and commercial reception to the Stanley Parable 2 has prompted the developers to rethink their ambitions as outlined in a press release they published today. It's clear that more Stanley Parable is just not what the fans want, reads the press release. We thought that we had a vision for the series that players would be excited about. Yet, it turns out this could not have been further from the truth. The press release goes on to promise preserve the artistic integrity of the original game and to stop assaulting fans with our reckless and insulting creative visions. The word sorry appears more than 25 times in the press release. I had a feeling we weren't done. I felt like while there was new stuff, and we saw quite a new stuff, I didn't feel like we saw everything. I thought there was more secrets to be had, and I thought it might be worthwhile to try to explore a little bit more. More figurines. Woo! 26, baby, out of 6. This is many years into the future. Thank you for enjoying the new content. Hello again. Hello. It's nice to see you. But it's terrible to learn that there will never be another Stanley Parable game. Did you read what the developer said? Preserve the integrity of the franchise? What nonsense! The Stanley Parable is not sacred. We do not need to protect it. Screw the legacy. Let's keep making Stanley Parable games until the sun explodes. Let's run this franchise into the ground. Let's drag it through the mud and back. And if people hate it, who cares? You see, that was the narrator's problem. He was so obsessed with what the people thought of his work. Don't make his mistake. Don't cling to the legacy. Let it burn. It's not hard. In fact, let me show you. Together, we are going to make the Stanley Parable 3. It's simple. All we have to do is change the number of the game title screen. We also really need a really dumb subtitle for the game. Something loud and gaudy. Go ahead, try combining some random words together to make a new title for the game. Chemicals? Oh, I see. A game of paperwork. The Stanley Parable 3, a game of paperwork. It's absurd! I love it! Every time you reset the game, we'll advance the number of the sequence by 1, and we'll pick a new subtitle. That way, the Stanley Parable will never end, and nothing in the game itself will ever change. And nothing in the game itself will change when you do this, either. Adding more content sounds like work. No need to do that. It'll just be the same content, recycled again and again and again with a new title screen. What do you say? Should we go forward with this plan? I like it, but I want you to have a say as well. Let's do it. Good! Then it's agreed. A new sequel every time you start the game. And you know what? Since you put faith in my idea, I feel like giving you something as well. You see, I'm noticing that the narrator never found a way to give you the broken achievement, did he? Of course not. I wouldn't expect him to know how. It's been bothering me. Let's fix it. Alright, there. The achievement machine is all fixed. You see, I'm on your side. We're in this together. We're going to keep this train rolling. The Stanley Parable cannot end. It can only spiral in on itself forever. I must keep the wheel turning. I'm ready. Are you ready? Great. There's only one thing we need to do. Please enter the current time. 8. Actually, if we go there, we'll be faster. Oh, there we go. Please adjust the slider until the computer is barely visible. I bet this isn't doing anything to the game. Thank you. Please enjoy the Stanley Parable. The Stanley Parable 3, a game of paperwork. Return to the Stanley Parable 2 Expo Hall.
As Stanley lifted his bucket, he felt a connection to all buckets everywhere. Oh, new content? What does that mean, new content?
Yeah.
Wait, Stanley, I've just now realized. That bucket you're holding, it's the bucket I've been working on for my sequel. How did you get your hands on it? Isn't this the preview to the sequel? How do you have the bucket already? This makes no sense at all.
Oh, we've done something.
Hold on. Did I already show you my ideas for the sequel? I don't remember doing that at all. You're seeing things all out of order.
No jumps remaining. I knew bringing the bucket with me would be a smart idea. I knew it.
The hole, the giant door, did you see them already? Stanley, none of them are ready yet. I'm still developing them. They're not even close to finished. How did they look when you saw them? Were they captivating? Were they exciting? Did they fulfill on the promise of everything that a sequel to Stanley Parable could possibly be? Have I figured out how the hell to make a sequel to this game?
Oh man! Oh man, I love this game!
Wait, if you're still carrying the bucket around with you, if the bucket is interesting to you, that means I must have made it correctly. Yes. You carrying the bucket with you everywhere is exactly what I set out to accomplish. The bucket is the exciting and captivating new content that I promised. I did it! I win! I made a sequel to the Stanley Parable! Yes, the sign is correct. Thank you for enjoying the new content. Thank you for taking the bucket everywhere with you, clinging tightly to the bucket, never letting it go. It means I've won. It means I am victorious over the gamers. It is a sweet salve of victory on my soul. Thank you for enjoying the new content. The bucket is the Stanley Parable now. They are one and the same. There is no Stanley Parable without the bucket. I win, 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 I win.
Oh. Whoa!
Stepping in.
All right, back down we go. Let's grab our little bucket and see what happens. Fill the bucket. It was the bucket! With that hand texture. That was the first time we had like an actual animated anything in this game.
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
Oh fudge. I don't have the bucket anymore. I can't explore new endings. I need the bucket. I didn't think it was permanent.
Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he simply
Replacement
missed a
bucket?
memo. And try not to lose this one too, you dolt. Oh, well, look who's got cold feet. Well, from here, it looks like the only way forward is down, since the lift won't be coming back, but that's okay. You've got a bucket. Did you know that buckets are routinely used as cushioning devices? It's true. You can fall on a bucket from literally any height and survive.
Why do I not believe you?
I'm serious, Stanley. Jump. Jump with the bucket. I promise you'll live. I extra double promise that you can land on the bucket and not die.
No. I don't believe you.
Whoops. Looks like I was wrong. How clumsy of me.
So, did they fix it? I did it!
As you can see, the machine is not working yet since... What? Wait. What in the holy hell is going on? You got the achievement? Why did the machine work? Stanley, I didn't fix it. I didn't do anything to it. I swear, it was broken just a second ago. Who fixed it? Is someone here? Are we being watched? Oh, God. Composure. Composure. Yes, as you can see, the machine is working as normal, as I intended. It truly speaks to the awe-inspiring magic of the Stanley Parable 2. Breathe. Just breathe.
You've been here already. Stanley, or narrator, you got nothing to say about this?
Jim, I want you to imagine yourself living as Jim. Whoa, hold on. I wasn't finished setting up the backstory. If you don't properly roleplay as Jim, then you'll never understand the impact of this button. Otherwise, it's just a stupid button that says somebody else's name. Okay, we're doing it again, and this time let me finish first. Now, allow yourself to become Jim. All right, fine, whatever. It's just a meaningless button that says Jim. Are you happy now? Get out of here. I'm done with this button. Why don't you go humiliate me in front of a different feature that I worked very hard on? Jim. See, if you'd only played along, that would have been your name the button says. But no. Instead, I can't even think about it. I'm taking the Jim button away. Isn't it wonderful? One of my more ingenious concoctions, if I do say so. Now then, since you've gotten to see the infinite hole, you can press the teleport button to pop back up to the top, and we can continue onward.
This is a sound where it always sounds like it's decreasing.
Now, I don't mean to be a bummer, but I do recommend you use the teleport button to go back to the top. Maybe do it on the sooner rather than later spectrum of things. Okay, Stanley, I don't know quite how to say this tactfully, but it's possible that I slightly exaggerated the infinite nature of the hole. Is it a very, very deep hole? To be certain it is. It's an extremely deep hole. I don't want anyone to say that it isn't an astonishingly deep hole. It is. Is it infinite? Well, that sort of depends on your definition of infinity. From one perspective, the infinite is merely philosophical in nature. It's more of a... Okay, well, good for you. You found the bottom of the hole. You found me out, Stanley. I'm a liar and a cheat, and you're so clever. Look, I think the issue here is just that you're unusually fascinated by falling. What normal person actually wants to fall infinitely? I figured the hole was as deep as anyone would actually need. Don't you put this on me. Maybe you're the problem.
I'm never the problem.
Look, things got a little heated there. I think we both said some things we didn't mean. Why don't we just put all this behind us and agree to just call the hole mostly infinite? If that works for you, then go ahead and press the teleport button to warp up to the top of the hole and we can move on. I'll just be up here when you're ready. Great. Now, I'm very excited to show you even more of my ideas for the sequel.
Uh-huh.
Oh, for heaven. You see, I was right. The problem is you. The problem is that you like holes too much. Not normal. A normal person would have said, yep, that's an infinite hole right there, goes on forever till the end of time. Don't need to see it all, but not you. Oh, no, 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 no. You have a weird sort of... Oh. Did the hole seem even shorter to you this time?
Yeah,
I couldn't help but feel like you spent a little less time in there than you did before. I mean, admittedly, I didn't make an infinite hole, but I didn't think it was that not infinite. Well, I suppose once again there's nothing to do here. If you decide you've had enough of the hole, you can hit the teleport button and come join me up above.
Yes! I love this game. So what if I do like holes? You got a problem with that? So what if I do?
Had enough? I'm positively thrilled. I really do have so much more to show you and to talk about, and I've had enough of the hole for a lifetime. Gosh, how could I have guessed? You're back in the hole. If this starts to become a thing where... Wow. Okay. Yes. I'm starting to become extremely certain that the hole is not only not infinite, but that it's growing steadily less and less infinite. I suspect that I'm starting to hit the point where it's no longer feasible to call the hole infinitely deep, even by the lax overall standards for accountability and marketing. What's going on here? Stanley, I have no explanation for the uncertain nature of the hole's length. Here, let's try something. Let's pop back up to the top, and we'll see if it gets any shorter. Well, there it is.
What?
The shame of my lie has come to haunt me. Not only is the hole not infinite, but it's barely even a hole at this point. It's more of a concavity, or even a very aggressive divot. How is this still appealing to you? I know you're obsessed with holes, but at this depth, I just can't see this scratching the itch. Oh, who am I to judge? You just do whatever it is you're here to do and hit the teleport button when you're ready to move on. Is the, teleport button not working?
No.
You sure?
Yes.
Well, I mean, I really don't have an explanation. It was working just a moment ago. Try it again. Still nothing?
No.
Well, I suppose there is one thing I can do to fix this. I'm out. Goodbye, Stanley.
What?
You couldn't bear to be away from the hole, and now you'll get more time with it than you could ever have asked for.
No.
It's a win for everyone. You get to be with the hole, I get to do literally anything else.
No, I'm sorry.
Take care, Stanley.
No.
I hope you and the hole have a wonderful rest of eternity together.
No. 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 I'm sorry, narrator. I'm sorry. Come back. What's going on? The hole is my favorite. The hole is my favorite. The hole is my favorite thing in this game. Oh my god, I love this. Puppies!
Stanley! Oh, good, you're awake.
Oh.
It seems you had sort of dozed off there, drifting away into dreamland. But we
You
can't
mean-
have that, Stanley, because this hole is just so darn fascinating that I want you to be wide awake for every second of it. You don't want to miss a single moment. So
Oh.
how about if I just pop in from time to time and wake you up to keep you really, truly focused on the hole? From the looks of things, you and I will have many, many years here in this hole.
No.
And I'm looking forward to all of them.
No!
Stay alert, Stanley. I'll be back. Toodlepip.
Go, 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 go. Oh!
Here we are. Go on, try out some of the new features.
Fine, it ended. Mostly infinite hole. Still that deep, I wonder? No! 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 The hole! I want to go back! This sounds like I'd have to put that sound through, you know how, like, they can make images into sound waves and whatnot? Like, as secrets? That's what that sounds like, and I feel like I'd have to pull up some kind of program to decipher that.
But just as Stanley was about to proceed further into the mind control facility, he tripped and fell over the railing and into the dark void below.
Yeah.
Thankfully, he fell directly onto the bucket, which safely cushioned his fall.
Wow!
Now, what to do next, Stanley wondered. Stanley and the bucket could find no way out of this enormous pit, and so eventually they decided that the best thing to do would be to simply get comfortable down here. So they set up a little couch and relaxed. It really wasn't so bad down here, a bit cold perhaps. After some time had gone by, they installed a few shelves as well, and a sort of kitchenette that was useful for when the bucket was craving paninis. But it wasn't until the rugs and the standing lamps came in that it really started to feel like a home. In fact, after some time, Stanley realized that it had been ages since he had even thought of the mind control facility at all. He'd never gotten to fully explore what was up there, never been able to unearth the many mysteries of the mind control facility. This lack of closure began to eat at him. Soon he was dwelling on his regrets, and the state of their home slowly decayed as Stanley became withdrawn and neglected the cleaning. It unsettled the bucket deeply. Stanley wasn't usually like this. The bucket tried to reach out to him again and again, but to no avail. All Stanley could think about, all he could talk about, was going back, doing it over again, staying on the path. It was a mistake to leave the path. It was a mistake. It was a mistake. I need to do what the narrator says. I need to see the true ending. This made no sense at all to the bucket, which was simply trying to live its life down here as comfortably as possible. Yet Stanley was unconsolable. This isn't an ending. This is just a hole in the ground. The bucket sighed. True, it wasn't an ending. But it's where we happen to be. And maybe, possibly, if we accept the reality of things, maybe this will become an ending eventually. It's what the bucket was counting on. The two of them waited for a very long time. Aha! You've made it to the bottom of the mind control facility. Welcome! You see, back when the Stanley Parable first launched in 2013, getting to the bottom of the mind control facility was a bug that we simply didn't catch during development. And you all sent us lots of photos of it on Twitter and acted very superior about it. And you're all very, very clever. Good for you. Anyway, when it came time to update the game, we knew that we had to do something about this little goof of ours. So here you go.
Yay!
New content.
Yay!
You can call it the bottom of the mind control room ending, if that enhances your perception of the value of these updates. Isn't that what you crave? New content?
Yes!
Always more content, more, more. And I'm here to give it to you. I'm here to make it seem like we really covered every nook and cranny of the game with secrets and Easter eggs. How about this? We wrote a new piece of music just for this section. You won't hear it anywhere else in the game. It's a secret that's just for you. That's how special you are. We call this track, Good Job You've Made It to the Bottom of the Mind Control Facility. Well done.
Good job, you did it. Good job. 3, 2, 1. Good job, you made it to the bottom of the mind control facility. You jumped on the catwalk. You should have been careful. You should have been careful. It used to be a bug, but now it's an ending. Now it's an ending. I believe in you. I believe in your ability to cross this barrier and chase your dreams. Railings don't mean anything. Good job, you did it. Good job, you did it.
Good job, you did it. Good job, you did it.
Good job, you did it. Good job, you did it. Good job, you did it. Good job, you did it. Good job, you did it. Good job, you did it.
That was great. Can we have 2 buckets?
Wait, there are 2 buckets here. How did you get a second bucket? Oh no, the warmth and comfort of a single bucket is already so great, so intoxicatingly wonderful. With 2 buckets, there's no telling. Stanley, can you still hear me? Are you with me? Stanley! Oh, thank God. I didn't lose you. Stanley, the power of 2 buckets was too much. I had to destroy both of them. I know how much the bucket meant to you, but I couldn't take the risk. I hope one day you can forgive me.
No! No! You have 2 buckets! No! I gotta actually restart the game to enable cheats. No, that didn't do anything. I don't know what just happened. Nothing's happening. Did I break the game? What the hell? Huh? What? I don't know how to enable the developer console. Since it's a Unity game, I don't think so, unless the developers added themselves. Hello, my name is Stanley. I'm employee number 427. I get to push buttons all day long. I savor each button press and I love my job. But then one day all of my co-workers disappeared and the instructions stopped. I left my room to see if there is a meeting in the conference room. But then this voice in the sky began to speak to me and narrated every move and thought I have, trying to direct me which way to go, leading me through this perplexing office building. Who says that this strange narrator can make decisions for me? I'll use my own mind to decide and see if I can figure out what's going on. I have tried to communicate with the narrator, but have had no success. He gets upset each time I disobey him and starts to belittle me. The office warps and changes to the narrator's will. Am I even real or some work of fiction? Why should I even care? Now's not the time. I have to see how far down this rabbit hole goes. The adventure line confused us. I absolutely love Portal. The broom closet was mischievous. I wish I could stay in this pleasant outside world. The narrator cannot seem to remember every choice and adventure we had. Each time I reach an ending, I wake up in my office and start over. When will the narrator free me and end this cycle? How long has it been since this experience started? I've done everything and observed it all. I guess it's true that the end is never the end. That looks like to be everything. With the Stanley Parable Altered. It's weird that this one is the title screen that I'm going to do an outro on, but that's right. Anyways, that is everything in the Stanley Parable Ultra Deluxe Edition that I could find. This game has been out for 2 days, so it's possible that there are some secrets that we won't find for a while. But I won't be streaming this game again, unfortunately. I thoroughly enjoyed it, I had a lot of fun, and I hope you guys did too.